Alright, so we talked the whole thumb picking thing. So you mentioned that when you play certain things, what you'll end up doing is kind of pushing the thing down out like that. So you'll have the thumb bent and then push the pick so it goes down towards the neck instead of going down towards the bridge. So the idea, basically, if you get the pick flat on the E string, so you got your thumb like in a thumbs up position, you bend this joint and like that, and that pushes the pick through. You do the thumbs up again to have the pick come back up. And if you need to remember how to make your thumb do that, just make a thumbs up, put your thumb down on top of your finger like that, and then just start moving it this way, because that's the only way it's going to be able to move. And that's basically the motion you make there doing your thumb picking. So you mentioned doing like finger picking stuff. Yeah, just having your thumb set on there like that, that's the idea. It's just now, instead of trying to keep the whole thumb flat, bending just that joint instead. And that's it. Basically, the idea is you always want that pick to go down towards the bridge, not down towards the neck. Okay. So in picking this, you asked if you want to alternate pick the entire thing. And you can. I would typically do this as going down, 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 upstroke. So 3 downs and then an up. Let's see. I haven't. So we 120 beats a minute. We talked about being the speed you don't want to go past, and there's a reason for that. And we can try and do some things where you're going faster than that. It's and one thing you mentioned today about how, I think you said for some of the stuff from last time about like 135 or 140 is when you could play it. You could still play things solid, but past that it wasn't so solid. Well, in order to maximize getting as good as you can, always stay within the realm of solid. Because if you practice slop, then you just get good at playing slop. So if 135 is where you currently top out at playing solid, well, you don't want to keep pushing the speed too much. You just stay there for a bit and then you end up going. I mean, we'll definitely get to speed building stuff a bit. And we could even set a higher top speed to work on. And maybe we should do 140. We could try that. We'll maybe try 140 as a top speed for this week. And I'll do it for all 3 of these. It's very important that you're always playing within a realm or at a speed that you're still playing it 100% correct. This is going to carry over into the faster and the faster stuff, for sure. I've had people in the past that I've told them just go as fast as you can with a lot of things. Unfortunately, what seems to happen for the most part is the speeds that they end up getting to, they think they got to, and then we actually test some things out, and they weren't doing it correct. So that's one reason why, I mean, yeah, pushing your speed is great in terms of getting faster, and we'll definitely do more of that. But just want to make sure you're still playing it dead on 100%, and you know for a fact you are absolutely playing it dead on, okay? So, anyway, 60 beats a minute with the working on going between the open chords and the non-open chords with your index finger laying flat. Now make sure you're not going so flat that you end up fretting the other strings. You want it up enough so it's kind of like you're pushing your finger down like that some. because when you don't want to hear that open G string at all. Like if you just play that, yeah, you'll hear some noise. If all three or all four strings, then you shouldn't hear that G string because you're just barely touching it. So distortion is going to bring in all kinds of harmonics and whatnot. But anyway, 60 beats a minute. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is at 100. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here it is at 140. 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, when it comes to your own stuff, like that one riff you asked about last time, I think it was Entombed or Enslaved. I might be completely wrong. Anyway, you asked about that power chord riff. That stuff definitely goes nuts with as fast as you want to go. But it's still important, you know, really be careful not to go too fast to where you don't know what's happening. I know I'm repeating myself now, but I'm just kind of thinking it back to like when I would do sloppy stuff and it wasn't helpful. I just want to, you know, make sure you're set up for success so we can maximize them guitar gains the best we can. Alright. Number 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. Something. This is the first time we are starting with a rest at the beginning. Basically, as I just played it here, when you begin your repeat, let this chord ring out across the downbeat of 1. So really the only time we are paying attention to the 8th note rest is at the very, very beginning. So on the repeat, pretend that you can see this chord being tied over into the downbeat of 1. So if I was to actually write this out so it looks exactly how I want it to sound, we have 4 lines. Basically, there would be no repeats. It would just be the whole chord progression done twice, but then this chord would be tied over into the next bar. So you would actually see the tied chord there. So this is just a way of making things a little bit easier instead of taking up an entire page. We're going to take up part of a page. Alright, here is 140. 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, and the bonus one. This is taking the previous 4 rhythms you learned, and we're just going one after the next. So what I'd like you to do is basically what you have been doing. You say what the count is first, and then you apply the chords. So like this rhythm, or the rhythm in bar number 4 right here, that is the rhythm that we just got done taking a look at. So again, each bar is a different rhythm, but you have done all of the rhythms in the past. So basically just putting them all together now. So try, before you watch the demo here, see if you can figure out the count, and then double check it with the video. And yeah, because I think we get it. You seem to be doing a pretty good job understanding it. Alright, here we go. 60 beats a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Here it is at 100. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. And 140. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's everything. If you have any questions at all, please let me know. And yeah, even with Guitar Pro stuff, if you got any questions on how to use it, what you can do with it, let me know, and we can even talk about that stuff in a lesson. Alright, I will see you next week.